the Force is a lot like, like airbending.
No, it's not. Airbending and the Force are so fucking different. Can you suck the air out of somebody with a Force? You can squeeze their throat, but you can't suck the air out of them.
I mean,
you can't suck them, Tom.
Are you guys talking about that magic shit?
Welcome back, you guys, to the Hard Part Podcast, where the hardest part is doing it up in the air.
Oh, like a Mile High Club type thing.
Yeah, like a Mile High Club thing.
I don't think they would let us record. That would be fun, but I don't think they would let us record.
Not
in the air.
No.
There's no way.
Yeah, doing it up in the air is because we're getting ready to fly out here in less than 48 hours.
Guess who's a little nervous about the flight?
The one moving the cameras,
It's
not
Sean.
me. I'm a little nervous.
Sean's very nervous.
I mean, my tummy's been a little upsetty-wetty.
He hasn't slept in like 4 days.
No, it's really bad. I haven't slept like at all. But no, doing it up in the air. I mean, it'd be really cool if we could record in the air. Maybe when we have our own private jet.
Yeah. I don't think any podcast... Is there a podcast out? Maybe... Oh, what's his name?
The Joe Rogan guy.
Joe
probably.
Rogan maybe has a... yeah, I heard his numbers were dipping lately.
I'm going to
though.
bleep that name because I don't even want it associated.
I was thinking about that because we were talking about doing STEM stuff with the store, so I think we're going to have to censor our YouTube versions. But then I was like, there's whole conversations that we'll just have to
Well, not really, because it's already marked off not safe for kids.
That's fair.
It's already there, so
Yeah.
if there's age restrictions on the account,
right.
because then it's on the parents. Listen to this, parents, right? If your kid runs across something on YouTube they shouldn't see, don't let them use your account. Set up a kid's account.
Also, if your kid is smarter than you, technology-wise, make sure that you treat them well and give them plenty of sweets.
True.
Make sure that you're on their good side. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're gonna need what's popular now. TiVo's not a thing anymore, right?
No, it's just iPad kids who watch Minecraft play-its on their tablet.
Yeah,
and then eat with their mouth open, and then fucking slap their iPad with their dirty fingers.
It's not TiVo. Again, excuse me. I crawled out of underneath a rock. There was it's Amazon, the little tube thing, Amazon Tube or whatever. Alexa. Alexa. She's probably listening now, even here, far in the studio.
It's really funny because I can hear that mouse click, so I really hope it's not picking up.
It might. I thought you were waiting to hear Alexa say something in response.
No, I wasn't. I was just
what
trying
do
to
you
make
need?
sure. I just have to make sure there isn't a pause too long when she's clicking because we're gonna.
But yeah, nowadays, you could be walking out of the door, and as you're walking out, you can be like, "Hey Alexa, save whatever on TV." I'm way behind. There's not even TV anymore. You don't have to record anything. It's all streaming services.
Alexa, stop that vibration on my butt.
Record the game. What?
You can connect anything to Alexa now.
You've got your Bluetooth hooked up to the wrong
have you
thing.
seen? You could stop and start dishwashers, washing machines, ovens.
I think that's sexist, Sean.
You can. It's in the. I'm not the one who made Alexa do women things.
That's not what I mean.
That's what you just said. And no, those things aren't just women things. I do most of those.
Sean,
Iron
Alexa
Man.
is non-binary.
Yeah, get it, because
But,
electronics.
Get it? Actually, I think that would be binary then. Alexa is binary.
They are binary.
Anyways,
Are you
we
assuming
run
Alexa's a woman,
a
Tom?
Magic the Gathering show. We should talk about Magic the Gathering.
We should. Before we get too far into it, I do want to... Hey, Alexa, who's the sponsor for our show? The sponsor for the Hard Part Podcast is manapool.com.
How come that sounded like an Alexa that somebody had dropped into a sink with water in it?
I don't know. I mean, I can probably open the Alexa app and actually hold on while we're
Special guest tonight, Alexa from what is that one? Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah, Gemini's the Google one.
Yeah, this will take me 2.5 seconds. Give me 1 second. It's got to re-download. This is very important for what we're doing right now. while I'm doing this one, though, I do want to give a shout-out to our other great partner. You know who that is?
Who's that?
Greg over at Shipping Shield.
You said Manipool already? Oh, yeah, Alexa said Manipool. I just got sucked into the voice there.
Yes, you did. But if you are looking for, better ways to ship your things that aren't just in a box... Sorry, it's making me do a puzzle.
He challenged himself last time to not make any package jokes, and now he's just stumped up. He's got nothing.
Use the arrows to move the icon to the indicated orbit? What the fuck does that fucking mean?
Welcome to the Hard Part Podcast, where Sean discovers that he's actually a robot.
Apparently. Okay, it's at orbit 3. We're good. Done. I solved it. Your password's incorrect. Okay, then why have me do the fucking puzzle if it's incorrect? Anyway, Manipool.com is the sponsor for our show, as the Temu version of Allegra said. If you are looking for inexpensive singles, go to Manipool.com/thehardpartcardmart.
Which is a great website to go to. Not today. Well, yeah, go today, because by the time this is released, it's going to be back up again.
It's going to be back up again, yeah.
But we did shut down. That's a nice thing about, working with Manipool is we're going on vacation, so we pressed a button, bada boom, bada bing. I shut down 2 stores in 60 seconds.
Just like me, you can turn me off with the press of a button. Just like the features on Manipool.com.
Sean, you really need to map that. You need to voice map that so that we can use an AI version of it.
Please turn right on whatever the hell this road is.
We're going to put them on the buttons.
Roger. But yes, thank you, Manipool, for sponsoring us, as Allegra said. Very much appreciated. As well as Greg over at Shipping Shield.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, folks at Manipool.
This week on the Hard Part Podcast, this is the thing, this episode, we are gonna be talking about actually, this is a lot going on in this one. Multiverse Odyssey, the Arcane Trek. I'm guessing we're gonna be talking about Star Trek.
A little bit. Yeah, because again, it's not too far off. We've got Marvel right around the corner, which I'm sure nobody's gonna care about.
Star Trek, may the Force be with you.
Exactly.
With that little green guy, Kermit the Frog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there was a crossover.
Kermit the Frog here. Star Trek is different than Star Wars.
But Geordi also kind of has a crossover too, because he shares a time slot in Reading Rainbow with the Sesame Street guys. So.
That is very true. And I'm pretty sure Out of the Box did at one point, as well as Bear in the Big Blue House, I think, did.
Oh, yeah. The one that, he's definitely, looking for some stash.
Yeah.
He acts like your cousin that, is feeding for some weed when you come over, and he's like, you holding, man?
He, walks around yeah, the one with the moon with the face.
Yeah.
Because that was the era of every astronomical thing having a face, because we had the sun baby from Teletubbies. We had the moon face from Bear in the Big Blue House.
I just want to see them recut that show, but instead of the moon that they typically have, cut it in with the moon that was in the show with old Greg.
True, and then the Hard Part Podcast can have one, which would be a face on Uranus.
It's funny. I have kind of a little logo that resembles that.
So, continuing on.
It's for the feedback loop. That's a side project I'm working on. I think I found a collaborator for that one, by the way. You know the gal that does the weather report all the time?
Yes.
I'm going to see if she'll do a weather report for me that I could work in with R2.
Well, hopefully she doesn't listen to the Uranus joke. So
They seem like good folks. They seem pretty well-spirited, so.
We're going to be talking about, I did hear about this today.
Did you?
The Magic the Gathering people trying to unionize, putting it on Twitter and Reddit and stuff, and then those subreddits getting shut down very, very fast.
You have more information on this.
I do.
Interesting.
We're going to be talking about, what is our keyword? Is that the one on the bottom left?
No.
Oh, is that this card that your son likes?
Yeah, I asked him to send me an avatar,
Oh, that's cool.
and that's what he sent me.
A literal avatar. Yes, our guest for this week is going to be Tom's pet sperm. It's going to be it's going to be Thomas.
Again, I'm the one to watch out for, I suppose.
Look at you.
Coming up with stuff like pet sperm.
That's what we are. You can't look at me and tell me that's what we are, Tom.
No, that's
yes,
only
we
half,
are.
That's only half the picture. Sperm only brings half of the ingredients. You need the other half of the chromosomes from the egg. Go to science, Sean.
So we're going to be talking about Magic the Gathering musicians, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were kind of touching on this last time because we were talking about Ben Bateman,
We
how he
were.
should do some Magic style music.
Mm-hmm.
It's been picking up lately.
Nice.
We're gonna dive deep on it.
I don't know what our keyword is because I actually do not know that Magic card photo at all.
Do you know which one it is though?
I do not.
You don't know what picture is the keyword?
Upper.
Yeah, the
Right.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I'm very happy to see Corona on a card again. I'm very happy. And the Moxfield name is No Sushi.
No Sushi is the creator of our deck tech today.
Ah, that's ironic because shellfish allergy.
Yep.
Um,
I was going through, and when I found it, I was like, "Oh, this looks like fun." It was Corona, obviously, and I started to look through the deck list, and there was a bunch of cards that I had never heard of, and I
Nice.
was like,
I love that.
"Let's do this."
Hell yeah, group
There's
hug
a
Corona.
literal goat who is the goat, who everyone's gonna want a piece of. So
Food wise, or like wants to pass it around the table.
pass it around the table. Yep.
Got it. Not like pass it around the table like the other photo in there where everybody's fighting over it, but like.
It is being fought over, but in a manner of speaking, we'll get to it. It's a chunky part of the deck. Well, it's not a
Alright.
chunky part of the deck. It's a really flavorful part of the deck.
Okay. I think before we go into the interview, let's talk about the first thing, which was the Magic the Gathering people trying to unionize. And I'll let you start off with what you have on it, and I will add the things that I found out from Facebook today.
So I think it's interesting that it got all the way over to you because you typically don't get really heavy into the articles. And my phone is not working.
No,
at all
but
right now.
Facebook people like to complain a lot about wizards. So.
They do, and this is a very sensitive time.
Considering the last people who tried to unionize in a big company was TCG Player, and they laid them all off.
Yeah.
So
But this is definitely this is specifically the digital side of Wizards.
Mhm.
Okay.
like Arena and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. The funny thing is that I saw that I ran into 6 different articles
Holy shit.
from everything from finance websites to Star City Games and so forth. Star City Games was workers from MTG Arena teams seeking to unionize. Basically, it just gives the long and short of what you know. I dug a little bit deeper in to find out that it's been building for a while.
Mhm.
Okay,
I mean,
this isn't
yeah.
something that just like popped up out of the woodwork. What is getting a lot of traction and attention right now is the fact that they have actually filed the paperwork for it at this point.
Yes.
So the ball is moving in a real way. What really is going to show us whether or not Wizards, and I think largely Hasbro, because this is a small segment of Wizards, but I don't think that anybody that lashes out is going to be from Wizards proper.
I think it would be Hasbro who's going to have the problem with it because Hasbro wants to make as much money as they can, and if you have people unionize, you're going to lose money.
And when you realize that they've gone through, even in the last couple of years, while making millions of dollars on these products,
Millions and millions.
while they're making millions of dollars in these products, they're also cutting off like thousands of jobs too.
Yes, they're like deleting jobs while still making the money. So they're forcing people to wear many, many hats, and they're like, well, you just need to work harder.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we pay you?
And really, like, I think there's a
Do
lot
I get a
of
raise then? No.
I think there's
What?
a lot of industries right now that could use a little bit more of this. Again, it's probably one of the most American things that I can think of, and every time that somebody starts talking against unions, I always kind of have to. It's like, you do realize what you sound like,
Dude, the
right?
post office is all unions.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally all. There was the one time I've ever joined a place that, like, when you first walk through the door, you have 3 unions trying to recruit you. It's like, Jesus, okay.
And if you get into a union, you get taken care of.
You really do.
And, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a dark side to everything, but typically when you're running around, like, as the company that's having a union form within you, if you're the one trying to stop it, especially if you're trying to circumvent, like, being the person to actually stop it and contacting other organizations, it's dirty. It's nasty.
Yes,
it's not the type of company that people want to be associated with.
Yeah, the reason why people don't like unions in places, and I learned this from the post office, is because the unions have their own rules on what their employees can and can't do. And so there'll be employees who are like, hey, they're making me do this. And they're like, no, you're not. You stay there. I'm going to go talk to them.
Yep.
And they're like, nope, you get to stand there for 8 hours and do absolutely nothing because that's part of it, and you don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what?
Yep.
So if you unionize in, the arena online, there's going to be stipulations put in, like, our employees are not going to do that.
Yeah.
You can't force them to do more labor than you're paying them for.
Mm-hmm.
Which then obviously will slow down their online production, will slow down certain things because they can't just move all the resources they want to one project, and then they're not making
Hasbro,
money.
just tell them to cut back on some of those 3D graphics a little bit. It's an online card game. It doesn't have to be flashy.
Yes, it does, Tom. But no, what I found out from my part of it earlier today is every time somebody is creating a subreddit trying to talk about it, they're being shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And the only people who can get subreddits shut down of things like that are that company. So it's the same thing as Pragmata. I think I said it wrong, but it's a new video game that recently came out where you're this guy in, like, this robotic suit, and you find this artificial intelligence, and she looks like a young girl.
Mm.
And it's basically Dad Simulator in space.
Okay.
However, before the game even came out, for some reason, subreddits started popping up being super creepy and gross towards this little AI girl. And then people were like, well, she's not even a real person, so it doesn't matter. But the game developers shut it down and made a rule that nobody can create a subreddit for their game because the internet's disgusting.
So, probably a good move.
It's a
on
very
the
good
game
move.
company. I would also, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a dad. I enjoy being a dad. I have a daughter. But it's probably not the first thing I'd make a video game about.
It's actually a very, very good combat game. It's a combat game.
I know, but if I was gonna make a combat game, I maybe would. I don't know. There's 1,000 different other hooks that I would use.
But it's
before.
Capcom. Capcom made this.
So you're really making a point for the Redditors. The more I hear it, because I've heard some stuff recently about the lore behind the recent developments with some of the, I believe, Street Fighter characters.
Street Fighter, where, like, he slept with his second cousin or something, and then they had to retcon.
And then they retconned it to a distant family member.
Yeah.
You're retconning. You can change it to anything you want to. Why is it still in the family?
Japanese.
Why is it still in the family?
Like they say down in the South, why go across the street when you can go across the hall? But, yes, so they're trying to unionize. The subreddits are getting shut down. Certain articles are getting shut down, and they're trying to keep it very, very quiet, but word's gonna keep getting out, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Bateman made a video on it in the next 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
It has that?
I think he will.
Does it have anything to do with magic?
No, but he made a video about the thing about TCG Player, too.
Yeah, but
and that's not about magic. That's about a
not,
platform.
But that's a lot more direct into that. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see. Have you heard anything about Ben? Ben's coming out, isn't he? He's going to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see him from across the way.
Maybe. And maybe this time he won't ignore us for a hot girl.
Oh, that was funny.
That was
so funny.
annoying as
I think
hell.
he was in the middle of doing something.
I don't think I've ever told this story. I haven't told this story. So, we went to MagicCon, Georgia, obviously. And I was very excited to meet a bunch of people. I was very excited to meet Ben, right? Because he was like the person that was in the spotlight. It was before Pack It Up. It was before he actually like started getting like really big, unbelievably fast.
We both kind of had one person because we were like, we're there for business, but we should each kind of have somebody that's like the whatever, we'll go for it.
Yeah.
And I had Malltown. We ran into Malltown. He was really great.
Super great, dude.
And then we see Ben in this weird like crossing, and at the time we were working on some stuff, and he was moving with a bunch of baggage, so I'm sure it was just an impasse. But
he didn't have any baggage with him, Tom. He had nothing with him. So my girlfriend is in she uses a mobility aid, and she was sitting down, and we're sitting near a pole, and Ben's walking by, and I was like, "Hey Ben, can I just shake your hand and say hi?" And he's like, "Nah." He's like, "Sorry, I'm too busy." And we're like, "Oh, all right, man." And then about 15 seconds down the hall, this girl, obviously like a 10 at a magic convention, pops out, and he stops, hugs her, takes a photo. It's like, "Excuse me?" What?
Like, honestly, I love giving Sean shit, but like with how cold that whole interaction went
so
down,
cold.
it was I couldn't do anything to like rub salt in the wound at that point.
Not even like he didn't even give me like a quick like, "Hey." It was just not now.
Yep.
It's like Mark Rosewater gave us the time of day.
Yeah.
Mark friggin' Rosewater.
How cool would it be if he does another pass by? That'd be really funny.
I would love if Mark ran through our friggin' podcast again. That'd be hilarious. Maybe we can get him to stop this time instead of running like the Flash.
Who knows? Who knows? If we record on Friday, it's going to be opening ceremony stuff. So
Very
who knows who we could snag? So,
do you want to text our guest? Let them know to
Yeah.
join into the Discord.
Discord.
We are going to get our guest into the chat room. Thanks, Allegra.
Allegra. That's not even the name, is it?
No, it's Alexa, but I'm using Allegra because that's the voice I'm making.
Oh, I got it now. I thought you were
Timu
still...
Alexa is
Timu
Allegra.
Alexa.
That's why it's funny.
That's the Kmart version, right?
I think the Kmart
we
version.
can still use that.
That is true. We can use
Sponsor
the
us, Kmart.
Sponsor us. You can't do shit. I'm pretty sure that was in the first season. Like 99%. That was so rough.
That was like 7th or 8th
that was
episode.
so rough. Oh, man. That's awesome.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good.
Excellent.
Hey. So this is our guest for the show. Like I said, it is Tom's son,
Thank you.
Thomas.
Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. So yeah, thanks for coming on to the show today. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I know your dad has questions for you today. I don't actually know the questions because I was so busy this week with everything else in the world that
Well, you gotta be more prepared, I guess.
yeah, Tom let me kind of like mentally relax, even though I'm not mentally relaxed. So thank you for that.
This is one of those fires that I just get to sit back and watch burn.
Oh, it's so great. I'm so excited. But yeah, so Tom's going to do this interview through you. I'm going to have some random stuff to ask, obviously. But once again, this is our guest. It's Thomas. It's for our community season. And Tom, take it away.
All right. Well, hey, bud. I was just going to run over some quick
hey, bud.
stuff.
Sorry, it's the dad. Hey, bud.
See, got the dad G'd going here. Like, not a game I would have made.
I need to give you Skechers. You need like Skechers or I need to get you New Balances.
No, I'm not that kind of dad anymore.
Yet.
I don't even have khakis.
Maybe that'll be your shtick.
Yeah, no, the shorts and like sneakers were a while ago at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, your dad's ancient, so he could probably bring it back. You can't see
He's not
him
even
right.
that old for a dad of somebody my age.
You can't see him right now, but he's wearing a wizard hat.
I am wearing. Your mom crocheted it.
I know. I was there when she made that.
See, he's so old he can't remember. Anyway, continue, Tom. Go ahead with your interview.
Anyhow, so yeah, I just had a couple of questions here for you. First off, how did you learn to play Magic? I know that I've got my point of view from it, but I suppose I've never really asked you because I was there, so I didn't really
Yeah, I
ask about
mean,
your interpretation of that experience.
well, let's say I've gotten the chance to tell the story to plenty of other people over the years, and really like sort of the long and short of it is one summer when I was, I'd say probably 6, I think. I saw you and Uncle Mitch playing a game of Magic together, as you guys did from time to time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was something that I've seen you do like plenty of times. Like I saw you play WoW all the time, or you know.
It's either WoW or
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Magic.
One of the two
yeah,
all the
those
time.
those were those were the two things that you were on pretty much all the time.
Mm.
If you weren't like at work and whatnot. So those were a lot of the things that I got to see, you know, just hanging around you when I was younger. So, you know, I saw you guys playing Magic one day, and I really thought it was interesting. So I asked you like, "Hey, can you teach me how to play?" And so you told me because it was coming up towards like the end of the school year, and I remember you told me like, "Hey, if you over the summer, you know, read a couple books, practice a little bit, like learn how to read a little bit better, I'll teach you."
Mm.
So I really tried to, you know, get better at reading and, you know, all that sort of stuff over the summer. And then, you know, later on that year, you ended up teaching me. And I remember the very first game that we played together, you gave me, um, it was a mono green deck,
It's the best way
and it
to
was
start.
just yeah. It was just like you know, it was a couple of like small elf creatures, and I remember there was this one big creature. It was like a 6/6. It was like a tree monster or whatever.
Mm.
Um, and it had like trample, I think.
Say rambling Baloth comes to mind, but I could be wrong.
I do love the fact
Maybe
the
is it
irony of it, where your dad's like, "You need to be better at reading and writing," and I can't
well
get
because
him
I
to
was like
tell
6 years
me.
old.
I can't get him to tell me what left and right is. It's super ironic. I have to say passenger side, driver side, which works
Yeah,
surprisingly
man.
well. So
I mean it's a good like a spatial sort of orientation for things. So
true, but no,
easier than just like
yeah, I do like that though. The fact that like you as a kid had to have some incentive to be able to play with your dad. That's kind of cool.
yeah, no, it was something that like growing up, both of my parents had quite like you know, quite the methods for like teaching me and whatnot. Like I remember in 4th grade we were doing homeschool, and basically what my mom would do for English is she would just look up like what are some difficult words for you know kids in this like class range, and then just give me a list of them to memorize by the end of the week, and then quiz me on them. So I got a bunch of like random words and whatnot that I just
That's really
know.
cool.
Yeah.
I got from my mom. You learn how to heat up pop pockets. Have fun on the internet with World of Warcraft. Learn all your vocabulary from that.
That explains a lot,
Yeah,
Sean.
Yeah.
yeah. Plus, I got a lot of vocabulary from like video games and whatnot. Because like
Mm.
another one I remember playing with my dad a lot when I was younger was Diablo.
Mm-hmm.
Which I always distinctly remember as the first time that I saw the word grotesque, and
Oh,
I used that one a fair amount. So
nice.
Yeah, those are ones that you get calls from teachers.
Yeah, that's how I describe your father's farts. Grotesque.
Well, but
I've been fortunate not to smell one of those for a while.
You're lucky.
you got to live like 4 states away.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
sometimes
I
smell
know.
it through the floor.
Yeesh.
So do you have any pet cards? I know it's been a little while since you've been playing regularly, but do you recall any cards that you really liked playing?
There's a few cards that I really like. Just off the top of my head. One of which is we were talking about this a little bit earlier. The Infinity Elemental from the Unstable set.
Yep.
The one with the
I
border where it goes all the way around the border, right? I
Mm.
love that. That's just
yeah
a
yeah.
good looking card
It's like
anyway.
it's got infinity power and 5 defense,
Just so
and it just says in the flavor text it says something like the Infinity Elemental is so infinite that the flavor text says, and then it just keeps looping over and over again.
All the way down,
It's
just
really funny.
scroll.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Another one off the top of my head is Karavec the Merciless, specifically from the Time Spiral version or Time Spiral reprint, I guess.
That's a good one.
yeah, no, I just got done putting that deck together, and the
Yeah.
other night, Sean got a precon, and he's like, "Hey, this precon's really nasty. I want to go check it out." And I was like, you know what? I've already got the Karavec deck finished up. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. And it was it the first 2 games.
I was so annoyed.
The second game was particularly bad because I got him down on like turn 5, and just like
I drew no lands for 7 turns. I couldn't do anything. It's so infinite that its flavor text says. It's so infinite that its flavor text says. It's so infinite that its flavor. It just goes on. That's really
Yep.
funny. This creature has infinite power in an itty-bitty living space.
which is really funny. With cards like Hamlet back Goliath, because that one says that when another creature comes into play, you get to add a number of +1/+1 counters equal to that creature's power.
Yeah.
Rough.
Which
That was
which
going to
is-
be the third card that I mentioned, actually.
Oh,
That's rough.
yeah,
Because that one's really fun, because if you can get it with like that, pair it with Infinity Elemental, and then like find like an enchantment or something to throw trample on it, it's just you got nothing to counter it unless you can just destroy it outright.
That's kind of insane.
does die to removal.
Everything dies to removal. That is true.
But would you can't would you Swords to Plowshare somebody's Infinity Elemental?
Yes,
Because you can't. They have infinite life. Then
that's fine.
you have to find another way to beat
Commander damage, poison
them.
damage.
That's fair.
I don't care about your infinite life. Get out of my face.
Oh. Anyways, tying back, having grown up in a Magic household, do you think that Magic had a positive or a negative or a neutral effect on your childhood growing up?
I think it had a positive impact on my childhood growing up. Again, because of all of the fun vocabulary and everything, and the incentive to learn how to read better and understand like the wording of things better. I think something that I really like about Magic is that it tries to be consistent with the specific wording, so that it can it can be very specific about how things work.
At least when they
so
play
another
test
thing that
things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that really helped with my sort of like attention to detail when it comes to all sorts of different things, being able to really really sort of hone in on like the specific wording of something, instead of just like looking at what it says at face value.
Yeah.
So
I actually learned most of my punctuation, fun fact, from Magic.
Oh, nice.
Like how semicolons worked, how things like that worked. And I use it in my everyday job now because of it. And it's very, very important in my job.
Oh, yeah.
And like I
Careful
didn't.
where you put that comma.
Yeah, I didn't really get it in like high school and stuff still, but as I started playing Magic more outside of high school, I started like reading it and understanding it, and like in Magic, it really matters where the wording is, if it's before the semicolon or after. It does it have punctuation? Is there a comma and an or? Is there an if or a may? Like
Yep. Do you
I
have to
I
have
can
2
do
targets?
really well with like
yeah.
I can do really well with like reading punctuation and whatnot, but I can't write punctuation for my life, dude. Like,
That's fine.
That's where ChatGPT is my best friend. I'm
I
like,
throw in
don't
a-
change a
I throw
single
in a
word,
couple
but
commas.
punctuate it properly.
I throw in a couple commas here and there, and then that's it. I call it a day after that. It's
Those are where you take a breath.
Today, I went
Yeah.
to the store. Well, you have to type like you're walking
that's
upstairs.
even a little too much commas.
So,
That's depressing. Period.
In kind of a side question here, how do you think that Wizards or Hasbro, larger, could better market to you? Because like you don't buy a lot of Magic cards right now, right?
I don't buy any Magic cards right now.
Okay.
And part of the reason that is such a thing for me is that obviously there's like local card stores and whatnot that you can go to and everything.
Yeah, you're in Queens.
And
Like you've got
You have
there's
so many
there's
there.
like there's so many
yeah,
card
of
stores in
course.
Queens. Well, in New York in general.
Yeah, as I say, but honestly, um, it's one of those things that like you either have to spend a lot of money on it or you have to spend a lot of time on it. And both of those are not really things that I have at this point in time, being with work and with, a relationship to manage on top of that. It's like I don't have a lot of time to just sit down and like sit in a card shop and pour over, the dollar rares and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. You can lose so much time doing that.
Oh, if I bring your
Yeah,
dad to a
exactly.
bulk bin, I lose him and I have to pull him out of the store. It's so bad.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
every time.
I've seen dad sit there and like literally like full hour nonstop just look at those cards. Like
Yep, just
You
an
should see
hour.
him pull orders. Oh, what do you mean you don't read the cards as you pull them? No, because I'm trying to make us money, damn it.
no, not even that. Like he'll sit there and look through the cards and like mentally build a deck as he's going through.
Yes. Yes, you should see the doom piles on your dad's desk.
It's the
Oh, I'm sure.
that's a nice term for those. I like those.
Yeah, they're doom piles.
I have a gremlin deck that's coming together right now.
Yeah, which tracks because you hoard them like a gremlin. In like the cool Aether Drift ones, they never did anything. Not Aether Drift, Kaladesh ones, they did nothing with.
Yeah. So with that in mind, how do you think that that Wizards could appeal more to you? Again, it's is it just about the time and the money? Like it's an appealing game, right? Like it still has a lot of the value. Like you're up and up on all the not all of the, but you're familiar with them doing like Avatar and Spider-Man and so forth lately, right?
Yeah, I've seen them do all sorts of like popular franchises, do like little like, expansions for them, not do like a full thing, but have a couple fun little cards to get fans in there. And I think that's a really good marketing idea for, getting people from, other places that are like kind of looking at Magic but not quite sure about it, into the whole thing. Because if somebody's like sitting there and they're thinking, maybe I should check out Magic, and then they see like, oh man, they got Spider-Man in there, I gotta build a deck around that,
Right.
then they're gonna jump on that, or at least be more compelled to do that. But I honestly really think that at the time, for the time being, it's really like a
Just the price point.
just a price point kind of thing, especially with card stores and whatnot. Like unless you're going to a card store that's like mainly centered around Magic the Gathering, you're probably not going to find things like a bulk bin or like a dollar rares pile. Like they really have to be centered around that. And a lot of my local card stores, at least, are more focused around Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or other niche trading card games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pokemon is
I'm gonna
big.
say there's only 2 stores here that I know of. It's the place that Tom goes to sometimes, the main Vintage Toys, and then Crossroads has bulk bins. But other than that, and Phyrexian has a bulk bin, but they're also Magic eccentric.
Yeah.
But if you look at like Weekend Anime or Game On up in Augusta, they don't have bulk bins like at all. Like not even of
the
other
Single
card games.
situation is still really weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Yeah.
We have 4 things on
So,
the
like-
wall, or you can look through this tablet.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something that's, at a more casual price point, then you're gonna have to spend a lot more time, looking through those bulk bins and actually finding a spot that has a bulk bin that's more, focused towards that side of play. And even then, you're gonna have to, either get a couple of friends in on it so you can have somebody to play with, or you need to find some place that regularly hosts, like events, and you might need to have money for those events, or, have like I lost my train of thought.
No, you're good. I was actually just thinking about that. The event thing is much more of kind of where I thought we were going to go with this. I didn't realize that the price point was such a big thing, but again, adult with adult money.
Imagine having a
Not
dad
young
who-
adult money.
Yeah,
Imagine not
like,
having a dad who sends you money for magic cards. What a piece of crap.
Right? Yeah.
Come on.
yeah, I mean, like growing up, it seemed like, like $5 for a Magic the Gathering booster was not that much. We would get those like once a week, but then and it was fun
Yeah,
to like sit
once a
down or like
week.
grab a couple of little cheap ones, and like open them up.
You ever heard of a collector's booster?
I probably have, but
They're
I
a
don't
little
know about
they're a little
man.
newer from the last time. So they were just coming out, I believe, in Ravnica Allegiances. And
Yeah,
we
so
were playing a lot, I think, last around. Oh, was it?
Ixalan. We're-
No, it was after Ixalan. It was the one right before War of the Spark. I think it was Guilds of Ravnica pre-release
Oh,
in Portland, Oregon.
the return to Ravnica. Or
Yeah, the
whatever.
return to Ravnica.
The return to the return.
Yeah.
And no, that was an interesting event. I think that was
Yeah.
because you were still in junior high, weren't you?
When was that?
We did a
That-
midnight release in Portland, Oregon.
Junior high?
In Portland, Oregon? I was
Middle
I was still in middle school.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. I remember that one actually. Was that the one with Tezzeret?
No, that was War of the Spark.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember that one.
War of the
because-
Spark, you
because I
pulled a
was looking for
foil serialized or not serialized, foil stamped that was your promo card, wasn't it?
Wild.
Yeah, that was my promo card.
Yeah.
Was the foil stamped Tezzeret.
I tried to
And
get him
we-
to trade
I
it
think-
in. It was like $95 at
think-
the time.
Jesus.
It was 70, but yeah, I remember.
And he's
that
trying
was
to
gonna be my answer to one of your other questions.
Do you remember
actually-
the for your pet card?
No, for the for my favorite memory of
Oh, for
an
your
event.
favorite event. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, do you remember how that all went down when you got that and what you tried to do with it?
I don't remember what I tried to do. I just remember like we were opening the booster packs and then we saw that one and we looked up how much it was worth. It was like $70 and you were like, wow, that's worth a lot of money. You should like trade that in. And I'm like, I want to keep it, and then we ended up like giving away all of our magic cards like a few years later anyway. So
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun because that was the first time that I got to see in the wild somebody like a store person like, you know what, we're gonna make you a proxy and we're gonna give you a sleeve, and if you could not shuffle that card, nope, it was mono blue. If you could not shuffle that card into your deck, I would appreciate that very much.
because it was worth so much.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, really, you could have traded
Yeah, no,
that
I
card
do remember that.
on the spot for like half a box.
Probably, honestly.
This one?
Yeah,
That's a
no,
new
no,
phone. Oh, not that one?
no.
Jesus. There's a lot.
It's the one that gives you an emblem where at the beginning of your upkeep you get to search your library for a permanent card and put it into play.
Yeah, I believe that was the one. It was a really really nice
Oh,
card.
it's M19. Tezzeret, the Artificer Master.
Oh, okay, yep. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
M19.
That one is currently $4.52. Should have sold it, chump.
Yeah, you should have sold that one fast.
I do.
Probably, yeah.
That's really funny. There was something within that I was gonna mention that I thought was very important, and now it's gone in my brain because I went on the hunt for Tezzeret.
Well, I don't want to keep you up here too late. I'm gonna swing through this last one here real quick. Universes Beyond. We kind of touch bases a little bit on that one. Those are the IPs outside of Magic's primary universe.
Yeah.
What's one that you would like to see that you haven't heard of them talking about yet?
I'm not really all up to date on the Universes Beyond thing
Yeah,
that they're doing.
throw
Like,
throw
I
an
know that they
IP
have
out there,
like
and then I'll tell you if it's already been made or not. How about that's what this is going to come down to
like,
eventually.
like I know like they've gone for didn't they go for Fallout recently
There
as
is
Yep,
well? I
Fallout.
think
there is
that was
Fallout.
If
I
you
think
see
that
an
was a really good
opportunity
one.
to grab the dog meat deck for anything
It's
less than
so
$75, get it.
The
It's
Mothman
amazing.
is probably statistically the actual best one, but it
I
has a
think
lot of
they get
moving
Mothman in
parts.
from Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah, the
fun.
Wise Mothman.
Yep.
But no, it's a very
No, not New Vegas.
3,
That's
2, 4,
76. No,
maybe.
it's 76. It's the online multiplayer one, I believe,
I
because
don't
that
know
one's in
any of them.
Appalachia.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Our camera person
Yeah.
saying it's both. It's 4 and the online one.
Nice.
Huh, get schooled by a
Pretty
girl.
sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not in 4. I recently played all
Mentioned
of
in
4.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
All right, take that, cameraman. Get schooled by a boy.
But
I'm gonna get punched.
Um, I do remember. However, part of the question was also if not, one that they should expand to, what one they should revisit. And I did have an answer for that one because I
okay.
tried to be somewhat prepared for the
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite set, like overall, was Unstable.
Mhm.
And out of all of the unsets,
Mhm.
Unstable actually does have like a designated plane that it takes place in. It's called Bablova.
Okay. Okay.
So I think it would be fun if they returned to that because they did like they did this whole thing where um they made up like all these factions and everything. There was like 5 different factions.
There was. Didn't they
And they
do
had
that with
some
the
fun.
watermarks?
Yeah, they had 5 different factions. I don't remember what all of them were. I was just looking it up. It was like the Goblin Explosioneers and the Agents of Sneak. Um,
With X. X is a
yeah,
very
dude,
mechanically unique
Mhm.
card. I love that. It's a
X was
card that
fun.
goes into your opponent's hands.
Yeah, X was a fun card.
Yeah, it's
Um,
I'm pretty sure that is also where Unfinities take place in. I think it's in the space between that plane.
Okay.
I think is where Unfinity takes
uh,
place because I think they mention it on a couple
you
of
know,
the cards.
Okay.
I was actually looking at that as well. It said something like it was taking place in like some sort of like s-
Like an
it had a really long
universe.
name. It was like, yeah, no. So all of the unsets take place in the universe, which is a completely separate thing from the magic multiverse thing that they've got going on,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was pretty fun. But it did have like a specific named location for where Unfinity was taking place in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember that off the top of my head.
Yeah. I'll put it into a magic fact later.
Very true. Um, let me see if I can find
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah. It said, sorry, is it okay if I
Yeah,
put that
go
in
for
now,
it.
Good.
or you want to put that in later? Yeah, it said something like Maya's intergalactic astrotorium of fun.
Yeah, it moves from planet to planet.
Oh, okay. So it's like a space
Mhm.
station.
Hmm.
I wonder if we'll see that at any
That's
point as
from
a
the
card.
Blogatog.
Okay.
Because somebody asked Mark Roswater the same thing, and he said no. But note that the world of the set is the park, Myra the Magnificent's intergalactic astorium of fun, which moves from planet to planet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Intriguing. Wonder if we can ever
but yeah,
make a universe jump over to the verse.
That'd be cool.
maybe.
That'd be dope.
Man, thanks for coming out and thanks for prepping up on
Absolutely.
those for me. Those were some great facts. We love talking about anything unrelated. Uh, there are lots of creators who shun away from such things, but
True.
we're not that. We're not that.
We like
Yeah.
unsets, Ben Bateman.
But
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I say Unstable was really like one of my favorite sets ever. It had a lot of really fun, really silly cards. It had like Off the top of my head, some really fun ones were obviously the Infinity Elemental. It had the Rules Lawyer. It had
Rules Lawyer was
X.
great.
It had Krark's Other Thumb. That was really fun. I remember there was that one where it was like you can like tear up the card into pieces and then toss it up and
Chaos
then like
confetti.
Chaos confetti.
yeah, that one, dude, that was so fun.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on, but I appreciate you hollering at us, and I thank you for coming out and giving the people kind of a taste of what it's like from somebody who knows Magic but just doesn't have the resources to commit to it right now.
Very true. Yeah, thanks
So-
for joining
Yeah.
us today. Appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, catch you
Um,
later.
Is it okay if I just mention one last card that I just remembered?
Yeah, good.
Cool. There was this one card that I remember playing in a fair amount of matches when I was playing with the unstable cards, and it was, I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a 4/1 flyer, and for the entirety of the duration that it was in the battlefield, you had to keep your head on the table, and if you moved your head off of the table, you had to.
Oh, I
you
thought
had
it
to
was gonna be the
move your
hoisted
graveyard.
hireling, but yeah, I forget which one that one is too.
Yeah,
It might be
like-
like a flying head.
Yeah, you have to like play with your head on the table. It's a good one.
It was so fun. But yeah, all right. I'll get out of your guys' hair. Have fun with the rest of the podcast. Good
Thank you.
luck.
Appreciate it.
All right, take her easy.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah,
was
no.
fun.
Welcome to a Gordon v. Gordon conversation on the phone. I thought that I had sent you the questions because you were supposed to lead that one.
No, you
I
didn't.
tried to avoid that.
No, it's okay.
I could have just tossed you my phone.
That's
but
fine. It's sitting between your nuts right now, so I don't want to touch it.
yeah, that's
Um,
probably not advised.
What is the keyword of the week? Because I
The
couldn't
keyword
figure
of
it
the
out.
week.
Was that food fight by any chance?
Did you feel goaded at all?
Ah, ha 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 ha.
So, keyword
Goad is the keyword for the week.
keyword of the week is in fact goad.
Goad is used in a bunch of things.
I really hated it. It happened the other day several times in that deck that you played.
A fucking fun as hell when you're not having to deal with
It's so annoying.
Isn't it? It's so good.
But it does make conceding much more appealing.
It does, yeah.
But yeah, goad is a keyword action introduced in Conspiracy Take the Crown that forces creatures to attack, preferably someone other than you. It was designed for multiplayer play.
Yep.
Causes a goaded creature to be goaded. Causes a creature to be goaded until the player's next turn. A goaded creature has to attack a player, not a planeswalker or battle, other than you if it can. The controller of a goaded creature still chooses who the creature attacks.
Yeah.
If the creature can't attack a player other than you, then it must attack you or a planeswalker if it can.
Nice.
So
Yep.
if there's nobody left, goading just means that it has to attack.
Yep. So Goad is interesting to me, and the reason I like Goad is Conspiracy is one of those sets that wasn't an unset, but it was also not a standard legal or legal tournament play set.
How'd you like those lands?
Oh, they're so cool. Yeah. But Conspiracy was fun because drafting it was a blast, right? But it did give us some cards that are legal in Commander. It gave us like Monarch stuff. It gave us Conspiracy, which conspiracies are kind of useless unless you're drafting. But it did give us Goad. And Goad is not just a red thing. You see Goad on a lot of red cards because it's a very aggro-y type of thing.
So it's listed as being something that's primarily in blue and red with a secondary in black.
Yes, which you do see it in black in the new Strixhaven Commander deck for Silverquill.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. Thing.
So Silverquill is now doing it where basically you're enchantment based because a lot of things that give things goad are enchantments. There are some instants that do it for a turn, but the enchantments are where you want to go with it. You want to make it so it stays there because if you do it as an instant, the goad goes away at the end of the turn.
What is that, like an inverse pacifism?
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
But it's really fun because it does force your opponents to have to rethink things. Or you goad something they normally don't want to attack with because other people want to kill it.
Mm.
So we were playing a game the other night where I put goad on the combustion Gearhulk, right?
Oh, yeah, I think
Combustible Gearhulk, I think is the name
yeah.
of it. And it attacked every turn. And I did more damage that game using his creature than anybody else did doing other things. And it's because every turn it had to attack. And then I gave it stupid things like Death Touch and First Strike. So then
It has first strike.
it has First Strike already,
Yeah.
but I gave it Death Touch. So Death Touch and Goad. So if you touch it, your stuff will die.
And then you gave it -1/-1, then you give it +1/+1,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So you just mess around with it and you force your opponents to have to do things.
mm.
However, the downside to Goad is like Tom mentioned, where when you get to the end and it's just 1v1, you better kill that goaded player faster than they can attack you because you will lose. And
or
you
just
will
have a solution to the creatures.
removal and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which is what the Silver Quill deck does. Is there are pacifisms in it. There's ways to do it. I turned his really big scary commander into an insect. An indestructible 0/1 insect.
And then I very flavorfully feed the swarm after attacking a giant 8/8 poisonous rat.
Yep. And then I won with a card none of us ever heard with that.
Yeah, insert card here
Yeah.
on that crazy
It was-
shenanigans.
Yeah, it was kind of nuts.
Fog on crack.
Yeah. Goad is great. Goad's really fun. In the original Corona deck that we were building,
Mhm.
right, I had Goad as a focus as well because I want all of my Corona copies to attack everybody else but me
Exactly.
because we are the United States. But what is the Corona deck you found from No Sushi?
So yeah, the Corona and the gang is what I'm
Corona
calling
and
it.
the gang.
Corona and the
Gang,
gang
gang.
group hug.
Nice.
Gang. He's gonna lose it now.
Did you just fucking say gang out loud?
Gang. Anyways, this deck doesn't just play Commander, it hosts a full-blown party. With Corona the False God at the center, everyone's invited to draw cards, make tokens, and swing at each other while you play the gracious and slightly suspicious host. Between goat effects, political deals, and chaotic gifts, the table stays busy. Not just busy, but busy with you. The guest list is Pure Mayhem, Deadpool, Kaharn the Betrayer, a troublemaking goat, and a swarm from Zareth's. Maybe snake names shouldn't be pronounced by people. The Withering Storm. All stirring the pot, and
Maybe snake names shouldn't be pronounced by people.
and while everyone's distracted, Field of the Dead quietly turns lights out for the party. But yeah, we've got Corona leading everything up here. We're gonna skip over Corona because we've all been there before.
Untap it, move it to the next player. Untap it, move it to the
Yeah.
next player. Things they choose get +5/+5. Fun times.
Agitator Ant likes to give people +1/+1 counters and goad things that get them.
Ants are great.
Brash Taunter is a great one to have in
Brash
here.
Taunter is funny because it is just basically kicking in the ass and it's spitting fire at you.
We've got stuff like Deadpool, like we said, Fog Bank. The really cool ones that were in here, Carter the Doom Scourge, it's a great one. He has, when he enters the battlefield until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able and attack a player other than you if able.
Oh, super goad.
So everything is goaded until the next turn.
Goad on crack.
And it also says whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
Wild. So it's not even just you attack and the benefit is you would have your creatures tapped. It's you also lose life if they die.
Yes. We also have this really great card that came out of one of the fun commander sets. Life of the Party, which is 3 in a red for an elemental. It's a 0/1 with first strike, trample, and haste. And it has whenever Life of the Party attacks, it gets +X/+0 until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. It also has when Life of the Party enters the battlefield, if it's not a token, each opponent creates a token copy of it. The tokens are goaded for the rest of the game.
Let's go! Wait, what color is that?
Mono red.
That's hilarious. That is so fun.
And
It's
then
a party.
the actual goat of the deck is the oft-nabbed goat. I believe that's another one from a commander product. I think that's, what was the Thunder Junction one? Yeah, Thunder Junction.
You mean the big
cowboy one.
the big score bonus sheet, or like what do you mean?
Its code is ECC. I think it's just the commander decks.
Oh, ECC. I don't think that's Thunder Junction.
Oh, it might be. Oh, Eldraine maybe.
Maybe. Can you find the E in Thunder Junction?
There's one E in Thunder Junction.
But is it at the beginning for a set code?
No, but they're running out of three-letter codes. You never know. Anyways, this goat is the goat. Okay, you got to hear what it does. All right, it's a 0/5. Sorry, I was almost turning into Christopher Walken by how excited I am about this goat. It's a 0/5 goat for 1 and a black, and you pay 1, draw a card. Gain control of this creature and put a -1/-1 counter on it. Only your opponents may activate this ability, and only as a sorcery. When this creature dies, if it had 1 or more -1/-1 counters on it, its owner draws that many cards, and each other player loses that much life. Owner.
Oh. So, if it's going to eventually die, though, from the minus counters, how do you stop it from dying to keep that train going?
Well, essentially...
Or do you just create a ton of copies of it? And
No. Like, you're going to get... As long as one person takes it, because they want a card for 1 mana, they're at least going to give you 1 card when it dies. Somebody's going to take it.
Okay.
And then somebody else is going to go, hey, I need a card for 1. So they take it as well. And once they take it, somebody else is going to go, you know what, everybody else
What's
has already
its power
cashed
and
it.
toughness?
0/5.
Okay, so it's 5 turns.
So, yeah, you could put, and not to mention, you could steal it at some point from anybody else, and you still get the payoff on that once it goes away. And so you could steal it and then sack it with 3 counters.
What if you put, like,
on
a bunch of enchantments on it that gave it more toughness?
Oh, yeah, you could just load it up.
Just load it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just make it a wall, and then just, like, everybody gets a goat.
15, like, -1/-1 counters on it, and then you draw 15. Everybody loses 15.
That's what I'm saying. That could be a deck.
Just make it. No, indestructible doesn't work. I don't know how you'd work that. I had a concept idea for a card at one point where it was just printed on the card that having 0 or less toughness doesn't mean that this creature dies.
Super indestructible?
Kind of, because it would still die to destroy effects.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't specifically die to losing. Like, you could give it -1,000,000 and it doesn't die.
Just call it the Honda Civic effect. You just keep removing parts from it, and it keeps fucking going.
But yeah, overall,
My
this
mental
was
state.
a lot of fun to. I do a lot of like 10 to 15 hands of this before I get going, and I'll play several of those quite a ways in. A lot of really fun creatures. This is really just a deck of parties, and each time that I got a different fun board state, it was with a completely different array of creatures.
I like that. That's cool.
So it seems like it's got a lot of versatility, and it's a lot of unique cards. Really, $500.
Not bad.
Not too bad overall. I think it was $541.
Nice. Well, thank you, No Sushi, for the amazing deck idea. It's definitely one of those ones that I'm going to look at because Corona is my girl. She's great. She's the false god. She's
girl.
The girl. Girls. You know, Steve Carell in that movie about the Minions.
Yeah.
I hate them so much.
Why?
I don't like the Minions. I feel like...
I gotta send you a video. It's a very inappropriate video.
You know that, like, a lot of kids' movies and stuff now, they're like, oh, it's rotting our kids' brains. Have you watched any of the Minion stuff?
They speak like 5 different languages. Minionese is like French, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, kids can really learn to talk to each other going...
If they really learn the language.
I just realized I sounded like the kid from the Thornberries.
No, you totally... Donnie?
That guy.
No, you sounded like the electric gremlin from Gremlins 2, but you haven't seen that one yet, so... Thank you.
Whose side are you on? So moving on to one of our next topics here, because we are on time stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we? Because we can talk about the music stuff next round.
We're 103.
Yeah, let's.
Want to talk the next one, or do you want to? We can probably squeeze in. I'll let you choose. Actually, I'm kind of interested in the Arcane Trek thing. I'm really interested in that.
Oh well, again, I was just throwing a silly thing together up on. It's Star Trek in like it's not a fantasy thing. Star Wars makes more sense to me in Magic than Star Trek does.
I feel like neither kind of makes sense in it.
Star Wars is space magic, okay? Like.
What do you mean it's space magic?
It's space magic. There's no place in Star Trek where anybody is like, I'm going to move that with my... There's a simple, like, they come up with technical, even made-up technical things for every technology that they have. Like, there's a logic, there's a reason. Anytime that there's like, this could be magic, it's like, actually, that's just a weird spatial anomaly, and you kind of go crazy while you're in there. Like...
I hate the fact that you are kind of right there. Yeah, I guess Star Wars does make more sense because the Force is just magic.
Yeah, it's...
And lightsabers are used by people who believe in honky religions.
Yeah. The Force is a lot like, like airbending.
No, it's not! Airbending and the Force are so fucking different. Can you suck the air out of somebody with a Force? You can squeeze their throat, but you can't suck the air out of them.
I mean...
You can't suck them, Tom!
You can't suck them with the Force, huh?
No!
What if that was a thing?
If what was a thing?
You think Jean Grey would try something like that on Scott Summers? Just, like, mind jerk him off from the next room or something?
What are you talking about?
You're talking about force jerking.
No, what fucking fever dream is happening right now? No, you said that airbending and the Force are the same thing. And I hate to tell you, Tom, they're not the same fucking thing. You can suck the air out of somebody with airbending, and you can blow their head up with fucking air bubbles in their spines and in their fucking veins and stuff. And all you can do with the Force is do a little close your throat. A shellfish does that to me. A fucking fish closes my throat like the Force.
So basically what you're saying is that you're like very Jedi, so much so that like a crustacean or anything
Yes, thank you.
like that will just...
That was my point. The lobster is the Force, not an airbender.
Welcome to Sean's audition for Republican radio.
Thank you to our sponsor for the show, manapool.com. Sorry, I gotta get this right. Thank you to manapool.com for being the sponsor for the Hard Part podcast. Please check them out on https://manapool.com.
It's two different sides of the brain, huh? You had to,
Yeah,
I saw
had
you running back and forth.
It was
See, that's where I'm at when it comes to
that was
sight
a lot.
reading. Is I can ad-lib shit all fucking day long, but the moment that I have to like verbatim something, then I just like immediately, I gotta go check this. Okay, all right, go back to character. Shit, what did it say? Fuck. What's my line again? Did you know that
your line is airbending is not the Force. That's your line, Tom.
airbending is not the Force?
Thank you. And who else helps put on our show?
Greg from Shipping Shield.
That is correct.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
From Shipping Shield.
I can't do the robot voice.
Neither can I. That's not me.
No, yeah, I didn't say it was. It's Allegra.
Good job. But thank you guys for joining us for Season 3, Episode 4. And next week, UCS, will be our MagicCon Atlanta episode. Atlanta, what the fuck? MagicCon Vegas episode.
We are stopping in Atlanta.
We are. That's what
for
I think
like
it was.
4 hours.
Yeah. But for those of you who subscribe, you will hear this episode before we go there. So please keep an eye out on our TikTok because I will be posting update videos all the way there. I'm going to make a video every airport, every plane, I'm just going to do it.
That and check into our Discord. If we get more than a couple people in our Discord, who knows? Maybe we'll just go live on the floor. I tried to do some stuff on the video on recording on the floor last time, and it just I don't know where it went, but it's all gone. It's all gravy.
I thought it was on the...
I looked. Oh, it's not on there. I think we backed it up somewhere. It's probably
Maybe.
sitting in a file.
Maybe.
We'll pull it out for the remastered.
True. But thank you, guys. And the sign-off is going to be done by Allegra. Thank you.
That is it.
That's it. It's just, thank you.
You did not pay for the additional rights.
You did not pay for Allegra minus. We are adding funds back to your account so you can go pay for stuff, you lazy asshole.
Oh.